we're just halfway through. This is class 3. This is the 3rd class of the Elite Circle session. And I know we learned a lot for the past sessions. I'm excited today to get this started. So my opening message is this, right? So welcome to Elite Circle CEO Expression class 3, right? And we're starting in November right now, correct? So we said make this a November to remember, right? So let me ask you, when you hear the word November, right, the month November, what do you remember? What season is this? What season is November? I know most of you are probably saying, hey, it's Thanksgiving, right? When they hear November, it's Thanksgiving. In fact, we from the Philippines, when we start hearing bear, we call it bear month, starting October, September, October, November, December. That's our Christmas season. Our Christmas season starts in September. All the streets of Manila and Makati City is all lined up with Christmas decoration. We're celebrating Christmas from September all the way to December. But here in America, this is November to remember. And yes, it is the Thanksgiving season. But you know what? For those of us who are serious about this business, this is the season, separation season. This is Ed Milad, one of the biggest leaders in our company today, right? Separation season. So, hey, my name is Victor Gabor, COMD from Chicago, former nurse, like many of you in the healthcare industry here today, right? But because of this business platform, became CEO, $500,000 ring earner. You know what's the difference between those who are stuck? If your business has plateaued, this is a time to separate yourself. Separate yourself from your old self and decide today you're going to be a new person going forward. It's separation season time, right? So you know what? Let me ask you, how do you separate yourself from the pack, right? So let's say, hey, you decided I'm going to separate myself from the pack, right? So today, those of you, 287 now, right, that attended, you already separated yourself from the 561, correct? That now dropped down to 287. You have separated yourself from those who did not attend, right? So now how do you keep separating yourself? Look, let the cream rise to the top, all right? So I used to be attending these Elite Circle classes, attended I don't know how many times, right? And I fight till the end. I start strong and I finish strong. I want to be a graduate at the top of the class, and I always want to see how I can separate myself from the pack. And guess what? The most important thing is separating yourself from your former self, right? That's how you grow as the person, and that's how you grow in business. And so how do you do it? So let me share some very concrete example, right? So it's actually discipline, right? Some people say, hey, you gotta be motivated. A lot of these events get you motivated. I know first class, we have a wonderful speaker. Second class, Peter Lee, one wonderful speaker, right? After the class, we get motivated. Am I right? So we're ready to go do things, and then we get back to our daily grind, and then that motivation goes down. Are you with me? So success doesn't come from motivation. A lot of people get motivated and get unmotivated after they hit some adversity upon adversity. They get unmotivated, right? So you know what? How you separate from the pack? Hey, we all get motivated after this. It's not motivation to become successful. It's discipline. Do you still go to an appointment? Do you still make phone calls when people reject you, right? So do you still come to a class like this when you know, hey, it's a holiday season, right? Motivation is fleeting. It disappears. But guess what? If you decide you're gonna be disciplined, discipline is keep doing things. We're not always gonna be motivated to do things. I promise you. We love WFG, but there will be times we're gonna get beaten up. by the system, by the business. And do you still go? Do you still pick up the phone call? Do you still attend the meeting? Do you still go on BPM, right? So whoever is the most disciplined will win in this business, right? So a lot of people want to succeed. They want to make $1 million, but 99% of the people are not willing to do whatever it takes, right? You know what they say? Hey, do what you love, do what you love. No, it's not do what you love, because not you're not gonna always love what you love to do. Sometimes, you're not gonna be, you don't feel like doing it, right? But you still do it. So discipline is doing whatever it takes, doing things that sometimes you don't want to do, and you do it with excitement and motivation and emotional high, right? How you impact others. Do whatever it takes, right? And look, it's how do you get discipline? It's your mind over your feelings. Mind over your feelings, right? Your feelings keep you in bed. Like today, I'm tired. I've been traveling a lot. I don't even want to get out of bed, right? Go exercise. That's my feeling. Your feeling will keep you in bed. But you know what? Your mind tell you to get up, right? It's how we control our feeling, our emotion, right? A lot of bad decisions are made because of our feelings, right? So ultimately, success comes from being disciplining our emotion. Discipline, correct? So look, it's foregoing immediate pleasure in favor of long-term respect, right? So a lot of people get in trouble because they have no discipline, right? So during this holiday season, people are gonna ask you, "Hey, let's go on shopping spree," right? Okay, Thanksgiving, enjoy your family time with your family. It's Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving dinner, but guess what? The next day is what? Shopping time, right? Black Friday. Your people are gonna call you up. Are you gonna have a discipline in yourself? Say, you know what? I know that's on sale, but guess what? I'm gonna sit down and go through the grind, do the work. Look, what will give you more self-respect is when hey, you're on a diet and you end up, okay, it's okay. It's only one piece of donut, right? So you forego your self-respect because you take that bite of that one donut, right? So what is it, right? It's really discipline of emotion, right? So folks, the separation is this. A lot of people have talent, but if they're not disciplined and they don't hone that talent and make it better, right? They're nothing. The skill is only developed with discipline. Daily doing the same thing over and over again with excitement. The same thing. Hey, it's another BPM. I've done this 1,000 times. And do you still have the same passion when you deliver those messages to the people in front of you? Okay? So ultimately, when we recruit or sell, whatever, right, you convince people, it's really the transfer of enthusiasm. You know that, right? You can't convince the other person in front of you just going through the motion. They see it in you, right? So it's a discipline. Do you still have that excitement, right? At the end of the day, what we do is repetition. What we do is duplication. Do you still have that excitement? So ultimately, this is the reason why you need to be disciplined, right? Also, discipline your association. I'm telling you right now, hey, you want to win? You want to separate yourself from the pack? Find 2 or 3 people that says, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this together, right? We're not gonna go out and party. We'll have the celebrate the Thanksgiving celebration. But hey, after that, back to the grind, right? We're gonna finish strong. November and December, there's gonna be a lot of holidays coming up. There's gonna be a lot of temptation to say, hey, to just settle anyway. It's okay. November is the last month for Hawaii running. So for the SMDs here today, I know, you're probably looking at the numbers. Oh my God. So those who are qualifying now should at least hit I was looking at the numbers. I think you should have at least 450,000 if you're not there. And the numbers keep creeping up, right? I know 400,000 is minimum. It may be at the end of the month, 500,000 gets you in. So, hey, people say, it's too far now. It's out of reach. I'll try next year. Guess what? Those who put in the work and say, doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter where I hit it or not, but I will earn my self-respect. I'm going to fight for it and try to get as close to that 400, 450, 500 as possible. And guess what? Miracle will happen if you do that. So discipline, get your people together, your association. Don't get pulled away by that people who's gonna pull you for that shopping and having fun. Discipline your association, right? Because ultimately,
JMW 可以
it's the center of all
connect 到
material
internet。
success. So folks, here it is. A lot of people don't like the word discipline because they associate discipline with pain. You know, when they say, oh, my mom disciplined me, is because I got whacked in the finger, got whacked, spank in the butt, because they associate discipline with pain. But ultimately, discipline is actually is it's really what frees you, right? Discipline equals self-respect, and self-respect equals self-love, right? So you're gonna suffer pain regardless. Life is hard. Life is unfair. But guess what? Rise above it. Discipline. You either suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of regret. I would rather suffer the pain of discipline, right? So without self-discipline, success is impossible. Period. Lou Holtz. Without self-discipline, success is impossible. So let's all be disciplined and finish strong. You got to this stage. We're in the middle of the elite circle right now. You may not have started the way you wanted to start, and you got to this point, but you didn't come this far. Tell yourself, I didn't come this far to only come this far. I'm going to finish strong, right? It is not how you start. Past is past. This is day one, right? Let's keep going, finish strong. You got this. All right. So with that, I say let's get this party started and with recognition. So PJ,